You know what? As if I wasn't pissed off the last time something like this happened, I would have to say it's deja vu. And you know what? I am very pissed off about this. You know why? Because, okay, we have this last-minute match that was just signed on before we went back on air, and you know what, folks? The same thing happened to Radiant again. The guy that was supposed to team up with him no-showed. So you know what that means? That means that Radiant is going to have to fight both members of this new group. I mean, we knew that Epico and Primo are cousins, and we knew that they, were already a tag team, but they have aligned themselves with Alberto Del Rio and one other person to form a new group known as the Assassins. So now we have the Assassins taking on Midnight Radiant all by himself, all because his tag team partner no-showed. And you know what, folks? I'm very, very pissed off about this. This is one of the things that really, really makes me mad, especially as an owner, is when you no-show. Now, granted, I've done that before, and this was like back when my dad was still running the company. My father, Henry Jacobson. And, I've learned my lesson, yes, but unfortunately this person is going to have to learn his. But as for Midnight Radiant, obviously he's going to have to fight for himself because, he's in this situation again like he was a season ago when the man that was supposed to be his partner didn't show up. Well, it happened again, and it just really pisses me off as an owner and as a promoter that things like this happen. Like, I can understand, a death in the family. I can understand, missing a flight through no fault of your own. That's one thing. But to deliberately no-show is just unacceptable. And now, wait a minute. A roll-up. 1. No. Kick out by Midnight Radiant. So, Radiant is playing with the hand... Or not Radiant, excuse me. His opponents, the Assassins, they're playing with the cards that were dealt to them. They were not dealt this hand. They were supposed to fight Midnight Radiant, and a teammate that was supposed to be with him is not here. Heck, if anybody else from the Eliminators wants to volunteer, be my guest, actually. But this really pisses me off as a promoter and as an owner when one of the participants, whether it's a tag team match or whether it's a one-on-one match or what have you. I mean, if it's a multi-man match, it's not much of a problem. It just means you're out of the match, and it's one less person to worry about. But no, this is a really important match. And 1, 2, close to getting a 3 count on Midnight Radiant. Now, Radiant obviously is very, very skilled and very powerful. I mean, he's a very talented and very powerful individual by himself. But I don't even think he can stand the punishment of both members of the Assassins, or at least of Primo and Epico. 1, 2, no, kick out by Radiant. So Radiant is all by himself once again, and I'll be really, really, really pissed off if Radiant wins, not because I don't like Radiant. I mean, yeah, I don't like him already, but the problem I have is that the person that didn't show up, if Radiant was to win, then he and that person will get a tag team championship shot. And that really pisses me off. Especially when you do nothing and your partner does all the work. It just really pisses me off. Really, it does. And wow, I'm surprised Epico was able to, use the strength he has to pick up Midnight Radiant, but Midnight Radiant takes him down with an STO. And whoa, what a flapjack that was. And then an elbow right to the back of Epico. Oh, but then he counters, does Epico. And then a double axe handle onto Epico, right onto the head. 1, no, kick out by Epico. So, I mean, you have the Assassins who are in the driver's seat at this point. I mean, come on, it's 2-on-1. I mean, as big and powerful as Midnight Radiant is, I don't even think he has not so much what it takes. I don't think he has, much of a chance, but it's happened before. Last time something like this happened, 1, 2, no, kick out by Midnight Radiant. Very close to getting a pinfall on Radiant. But, I mean, and a rake in the eyes, but, you know, normally I would just be very, very upset about stuff like that. But you know what? Radiant is only fighting for himself at this point. I mean, he's doing what he has to do to win and possibly survive against, you know, two cousins who have great chemistry with each other. I mean, they're cousins, like I said before. And a whip into the ropes. Oh, what the heck was that? I guess he took a page out of his teammate Jake the Snake's book and spitting that mist at his face, and then a pinfall. Not even a 1 count. The referee was out of position, and Epico, or I'm sorry, that's Primo. Sorry, Primo kicked out of it. I mean, individually, Primo and Epico would not stand a chance against Midnight Radiant because of their size, the size differential, and the weight differential. But being that this is a 2-on-1 matchup, Primo and Epico can tag out as much as they like, and Radiant has no one to tag to. And then a hip toss right back inside the ring for Midnight Radiant. I'll tell you one thing, folks. On the next show, I will make sure that the person that didn't show up will get his ass kicked just because of the fact that he no-showed. It really pisses me off. Really, it does. So he's going to get his, and wow, actually, Primo's been busted open. So this might be an opportunity for Radiant to come back. But of course, again, Primo and Epico can tag out. So that's the one thing they have going for them, and an axe handle right on the arm, the left arm of Midnight Radiant. And thrown over the top rope is Epico, and a suplex on the Epico. Whipped into the corner. And I'm not sure, I wasn't sure what... Oh, and a backstabber. A backstabber, that's what he calls it, does Epico, but Midnight Radiant smartly rolls out of the ring. That could have been it if... Well, okay, that's... yeah, it could have been it if Epico was able to go for the pinfall. Now he goes for it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, this time Midnight Radiant was not able to overcome the odds, so I'm not too pissed off about it because at least the team of 2 won. So the Assassins, because of the no-show of... now, what are they fighting for? I mean, seriously, what are they fighting for? They won. I don't get why they are fighting. I guess there must be something that I'm not aware of, but in any event, the Assassins are going to fight the Industry, so the Industry is going to have a different opponent at the next Super Show, and that Super Show will be coming in a couple of weeks from now, at least a month or two, or not a month, or at least a couple of weeks, if not a month from now, is what I was trying to get at, excuse me. But until then, stay tuned for the second of our triple main event, and that's coming up right after this.